You're good. No problem. All right. Good morning, and we'll convene today's session of the North Carolina Property Tax Commission, Tuesday, December the 8th. Let me introduce everybody first. I'm Bob Hunter, Chairman of the Commission, and immediately behind me is Vice Chairman Terry Wheeler, and to my left, Commissioner Gene Michaud, and behind me is Steve Pelfrey, our Secretary and General Counsel, and we have Alexandra Bendette here working with us today from staff, and also Anise Upchurch, who is the fill-in for Alexandra, and able to be with us one of our hearing days. So Anise is operating our system today, just getting some more practice. The agenda for today, all motions to dismiss. So, and all from Mecklenburg County. The first one is WC&C Inc., County Property Tax Commission 0262. The county is represented by Mr. Adden, and I'm not seeing anybody else, and I'm informed nobody else is on today. Understand well, Mr. Adden, you can repeat kind of what you said earlier when we call on you. The second case is WC&C Inc., Kara Miles, S. Levine, 20 Property Tax Commission 0263. Also motion to dismiss. Third case, WC&C Corporation, 20 Property Tax Commission 0264. Motion to dismiss. And the last case is LJW Land LLC, 20 Property Tax Commission 0265. Motion to dismiss. Mr. Adden for Mecklenburg County is present. Oh, I was about to leave out our other two commissioners, Commissioner Bill Peasley and Commissioner Alex Guest, who are virtually along with our stenographer and clerk, Linda Garrett. So sorry for about to leave y'all out. And all these cases are here on a motion to dismiss, all from Mecklenburg County. Mecklenburg County is represented in all of them by Mr. Adden. And Mr. Adden, I believe you informed me, or the commission, that all these cases are related. And so why don't we hear from you since they're all the same. If there's anything different, please point that out, other than the name of the corporation or LLC. Mr. Adden?
Yeah, be glad to. Thank you. All the corporations are owned by a man named William W. Waters. The notice of the file for all of these, and they're dated April 1st, 2020. Our tax and those dated as you know, the commission has the mayor has case from the decision and the white senate for it fails I am from the last room. April the 1st, the PTC on April the affidavit from Brooke Millard with South Denver. See her affidavit.
I believe you indicated, that you had had a conversation, way back, maybe in April, with, Mr. Levine, who you indicated was an attorney who has done some representation for them, but, you've not heard from him anymore, and you, I think, informed him of the situation. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I've known Mr. Like this. Those were timely.
Mr. Adden, you're breaking up a lot. Do you have a headset? Do you have a headset?
I'm not.
Okay. We were, yesterday we were talking and dealing with some, issues, and we've determined that if you have a headset with a mic, that, we're able to hear you much clearer. So if you can, next time, see if you can have a mic with a headset. Apparently it's making a pretty big difference.
Okay, yeah, I'll look into that. Basically, this. From him.
And you hadn't heard anything, Mr. Waters? Okay. Okay, Mr. Pelfrey, service and notice and anything else you want to add about these?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the parties were notified by letter dated November 17th, 2020 of today's hearing. It appears that since the initial filing of the notice of appeal, the AB 14 form from the appellant, it does not appear that we received anything further. We are showing these all four AB 14s as being filed on April 9th. They were sent by U.S. Postal Service. There was no postmark attached.
Okay. There was no indication that they were mailed on a particular date.
Correct.
All right, discussions or questions by commissioners? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion that we grant the motions to dismiss.
All right, is it okay if we
second.
do all of these? All right, was that Alex?
No, that was me.
Oh, Bill. Okay, Bill, okay. All right, we have a motion from Vice Chairman Wheeler and a second from Commissioner Peasley. Steve, can we do these all in one time, or do we need to read them out of each time?
Yes, sir. I think it's fine to do them all at one time. Maybe just mention the file numbers.
All right. Okay, and the motion, I understand, Commissioner Wheeler, is to all four of them, and the second is to all four of them. Mr. Peasley?
Correct.
Okay. All right. In the matter, let's see. All right, we have a motion. I'll read it out and then we'll vote. A motion as to all four of these cases, the cases being WC and City Corporation versus Mecklenburg County. 20 Property Tax Commission 0262, WC&L Inc., 20 Property Tax Commission 0263, WC&C Corporation, 20 Property Tax Commission 0264, and LJW Land LLC, and that one is 20 Property Tax Commission 0265. Having a motion to dismiss in all these cases, seconded. No further discussion. I've heard. We're all in favor of the motion to dismiss these cases, say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. And I think I heard Bill, did you,
Aye.
Alex, you were, okay, heard you as well. So, it's unanimous. All right, Mr. Adden, we discussed a little bit, I think at that last, session. Once it gets here, we have no discretion. You may have some discretion. Okay, all right, anything else? Let's see, we got you tomorrow, I think, don't we? With our, some of the cases, yes. All right, so we'll see you, tomorrow morning. And by the way, if you have a chance to get a headset, please do, and we'll try that headset.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Mr. Beasley?
Yeah, Mr. Adden, it may be an issue of bandwidth. I don't know if you're operating from home or a private law office, but in my experience, when we have issues like this, it may be bandwidth. I don't know if you have other people on the internet at the same time. That might be it, but that's just my experience. So, thanks.
Yeah, you're breaking up a lot. We could hardly hear you then, but there's nothing that obviously you can hear us. So we will see you tomorrow. And do we have anything else of record that we need to do, Mr. Belfry?
There's nothing more for the record today.
All right. So we will. Let me see if Mr. Peasley, I guess we need to ask, since y'all are not here, and we're still on the record, anything that y'all want us to talk about this morning before we, adjourn and see you tomorrow?
No, I don't think so. Just in my experience in the hearing today, it seems like when part of the problem we were having hearing Mr. Adden, but it was a minor problem, is that when he would speak, the microphone, the speakers there in your room would project, and then your microphone would pick it back up. And so if somebody's testifying for a long time, if all the commissioners shut their microphone off, you won't get that reverb off the back wall in the hearing room back into your microphone.
Okay. Is it only, can you hear it? Was it just with Mr. Adden, or is it anytime?
It's just Mr. Adden.
Okay.
I think the bulk of Mr. Adden's problem is maybe bandwidth, and a lot of times we will tell pro se litigants, you need to tell children, or if somebody else is working from home during a hearing, when you're using video and it eats up a tremendous amount of bandwidth, you need to ask them to step off. Okay. Particularly if children are home gaming and stuff, that just messes it up.
Well, and a lot of that is happening now because it's not in school, unfortunately. Yep. Okay, good point. Thank you. And it may be sometimes if you think, and it is one where it's going to be extended testimony or conversation from one of the participants, I'll try to cut mine off and see if that makes a difference. If we're having an issue, if you'll remind me and see if that'll help. The others, I think, are keeping theirs off pretty much. So if it's feedback, it's probably coming from mine. All right. We will see y'all in the morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.